Hey everybody, this is James from TeaDB bringing you another Inbetweenisode. Today, as you can see, I have my big blue pot in front of me, the big blue pot that makes ripe just about every morning. So I am finishing off another cake of ripe. Wanted to bring it on the show. I finish about a cake of ripe every month, and I should say that my wife and I do because she drinks the majority of it. I drink a couple cups of it every day. So here I am after lunch, having a little bit of ripe pu'erh in the early afternoon. And yeah, so this tea is a Yunnan Sourcing production from 2018, where just about every wrapper that he had a dog on it, specifically Lucy in many cases, which is Scott's dog. So shout outs to you, Scott. So this cake is the Serendipity cake. It's a 250 gram cake. And in Scott's own words, this tea was sort of haphazardly blended together with some ripe materials that he had, and so yeah, going to drink this. This is probably steep 5 and 6 or 4 and 5, something like that. Sort of like a sweet caramel, sort of burnt sugar aroma to it. Definitely smells in the genre of ripe tea. This steep has cooled down just a little bit more. I reboiled the water and brewed this. Really beautiful color here, coming out sort of a darkish red. Yeah, so it's not super dark, but yeah. And so here we go, guys. Cheers. It's dark, it's smooth, it's sort of got that wood, cherry sweet thing going on, maybe a little bit of creamy vanilla as well. Pretty balanced in its profile. I drank through this tea, hard time placing it, definitely sort of cherry sweet in this infusion. I had a hard time placing it, and I realized I had gotten through 3/4 of the cake, so I tried to pay a little more attention. And I think this tea doesn't really have like one attribute that really jumps out at you. It's just sort of a solid tea. I would not say that this tea stands out as like what my favorite production from Scott's teas. I think that would be closer to something like the Pu'erh Run. I like those sort of Oolong blends that Scott will do. But it's hard to complain about this, and this is something I could definitely drink pretty much every day. Solid work brew for sure. So this steep I think is brewing a little darker than the previous one. It's also a little bit hotter. So again, this is sort of a casual brew for me. So I think I measured it this morning. I have 9 grams of leaf in here, brewing in. This is about a 250 milliliter device. So ripes are pretty forgiving in how you brew it, and I'm just kind of going super casual with this, as I do for most of my ripe teas. They're not typically the target of super concentrated gong fu sessions. Not that I don't enjoy them at all, but yeah. Cheers, guys. Decent body, sort of creamy, more in the vanilla creamy category rather than the cherry sweet category for this particular steep. It has a little bit of that sort of silk texture, not a lot of it. I feel like this tea in particular really blends almost all of the different types, other than maybe the dank ripe category of ripe tea, sort of together into this one tea. So really well balanced, really smooth. Again, I'm still having a hard time saying that this tea is X or this tea is Y. It just kind of has a touch of everything in it. So pretty enjoyable, pretty engaging brew. Yeah, almost has some of that like burnt sugar caramel-ness to it as well in this steep. So kind of has that backed up with that sort of like robust, ripe, woody backbone to it as well. So definitely enjoy this tea. I am giving this tea a 5.9, so it's it's something I could drink regularly. I don't think it, as I said earlier, I don't think this is my absolute favorite from Scott's Ripes. I really like his Flay Run series, a couple of the others too. I'd rank it just a touch maybe beneath the Year of the Dog Blue Label, which I liked quite a bit as well. But definitely a solid tea, worth trying out if it sounds interesting to you. I think it comes for a pretty affordable price, if I recall correctly. You could pick it up on one of Scott's Ripe sales and knock a few dollars off of that. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to continue to drink this tea for the rest of the day and finish off my cake. I will see you all next time. Cheers.